the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Morris is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Paul George, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Hood in at the 3 slot. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just... And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Markieff Morris is out there with Adams. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's George in at the small forward position. Now here's Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And it's Aminu in the corner. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Looking at league trends, do you miss the physicality of years past, which was so much a part of the time that you played?
I do, Kev. I do miss the physical game. I miss the bumping, the grinding outside in there in the paint. But I also love the new game and the spacing. You know, you can appreciate the game so much more. It's like going to a ballet and being able to see the movement of the players, what they're doing out here. And so I love the fact it's not hampered by guys getting thrown to the floor and grabbed. I do like the physical play, though. I just want to find a happy medium.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Pick and roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Westbrook passes to Adams. Here's Schroeder. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And that one's good. Lillard.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving the side.
George against Hood. A baseline J, and that one goes long. The Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic.
Oh, man, an underrated big man. Nurkic, I mean, his brute strength is intimidating to deal with on both ends.
By 5. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pulls it up. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got 9. Four-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major, but now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner. Man, keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When these playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Russell Westbrook. It's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Robertson finds Westbrook. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Nobody near Lillard. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7. Conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Seth Curry is out there with 𝗼𝗆. And it's Cantor in at the 5. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. McCollum passes to Lillard. That one, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. That's tipped. It's stolen by 𝗼𝗆. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Thunder trailing by 12. Robertson kicks to Noel. Now the pass to Westbrook. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got 5 points.
The top 10 shooting guards in the NBA, C.J. McCollum. I mean, you wonder, though, would he be even better lined up as a point guard? I'm not sure. But his defense has been his shortcoming. The 6'3", his size, is better suited for the one.
Adams dishes to George. Passes it to Westbrook. That's tipped. Lillard outside. McCollum passes to 𝗣𝗍, and he makes that one. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead. See, Webb, you think about McCollum as a point guard. His assists have dropped 3 seasons running.
Yeah, Kevin, but that's because his role on this team is to score. He's so skilled. He can get other guys involved, but you want him putting it in the bucket. Who's a better option than him besides Dame Lillard? On another team, though, with the chance to start at point guard, I wouldn't mind seeing that adjustment.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. 1:52 left to play here in the half. Westbrook scanning the floor. Pass to Morris. Here's Schroeder. A three-pointer, no good. Portland leading by 13. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Westbrook, no good.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
McCollum up top, defended by George. McCollum, no good.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
It's good. And it's 7 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down. Then there's Steven Adams. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Adams. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got the first bucket of the third here for the Trailblazers. Pass to Morris. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's sent back by George. It's Schroeder with the drive. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's McCollum for 3. And another 3 for Portland. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and see what happened the previous year. But yeah, in the feather, our kids have played together and we could win one. That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that. But I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Three-pointer, Lillard. To the left side wing. Aminu, no one around him. Nice shot from the wing. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. 7 assists and 4 rebounds.
To constantly deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off
their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor comes in for Leonard. And 𝗣𝗆 is subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Patterson's checked in. That's a 2 from Lillard. No good that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Westbrook up top, covered by Lillard. Westbrook with the bucket. From deep, sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 23.
pressure doesn't get to Lillard. And in fact, I mean, you could argue these situations bring out the best in him.
And so it's Portland feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. 𝗣𝗹 out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Curry in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Lillard. Lets it go from deep. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
George, that's a two-pointer. But he recovers it. Second shot opportunity. There's 𝗌𝗚. And finally they hit one. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 18. Lillard scanning the floor. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Chris, of the guys you went against and played against, who would have benefited from today's style?
For him, where he could get going, oh man, that would just be incredible. I also think of a guy like 𝗣𝗹்𝘆. He could post up, he could pop and pick, he could shoot the ball deep, he could shoot off the dribble, finish on the break, whatever you wanted, he could give it to you that way. And I think for both guys, that size, that sweet spot, 6'7", 6'8".
He dishes it to 𝗚. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Fades away. And it's Lillard again missing.
There's a lesson for you. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires.
Portland leading by 18. Outside for Curry. Nurkic with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Lillard. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Lillard's now the fast break. George with the ball. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
Here's George. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. 5 to shoot. Looking to get it going. Lays it up and banks it in.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?